Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you, and I know that I've talked about this situation before, and this is, a sort of a sticky situation, and I am easily one person that can flip-flop one way to another. Chris Benoit was a great wrestler, one of the greatest wrestlers to ever get in the ring and get in there, and there's people out there that make video YouTubes all the time, going out and sort of reviewing shows, and they won't review because they won't watch certain Chris Benoit matches. They just can't bring themselves to watch it. What I do when I sit down to watch a show, I don't plan it around Chris Benoit. If Chris Benoit match comes on, I sit down and I watch it, and I just think about what the match is on my TV. When you do think about Chris Benoit, it's impossible to not think about him murdering his family. There's never been a time I sit down and was just like, man, Chris Benoit was a great wrestler. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't he kill his wife and kid? Yeah, he did. But honestly, when it comes down to history, WWE to me, honestly, is just straight up chicken shit. When it comes to this, they've came out and they made one firm statement when this first happened, that basically, Benoit is basically erased from history, that they're never going to talk about him, they're never going to feature him, and then when things come up, and they have to put him into things because they want to release certain box sets, and you can't say that you have everything on there if you don't put it out there. But today, honestly, to me, this is just chicken shit stuff. Like, this is a DVD, honestly, that doesn't even need to be released. I'm not a big fan of these. They always push Wrestlemania out. It's like, if you're a WWE, DVD collector, you have to have Wrestlemania. It's always the biggest show of the year. They put out the most of the sets from 15 on, all singly. They went out, they re-released all the 1 through 15s recently. They put out the anthology. They put out the anthology in separate sets, so you didn't have to throw down all the money at once to buy the whole box set. Basically, I think if you are a DVD collector of wrestling DVDs, the WrestleMania is a must. I know when I started my DVD, bootleg collection, WrestleMania was one of the first things that I picked up back then. So, everybody has all these WrestleManias, and for, they put on Undertaker's streak set last year to have all the streak matches out there, and to me that was honestly like just sort of a cash grab, knowing that people like me are going to go out there and they're going to pick it up. And now they're redoing it again with this Shawn Michaels. They're calling him the Mr. WrestleMania set, and it's going to have all of his matches on there, and they're just not going to put 20 on there. They're acting like it's never going to happen. If you want to talk about, the way that you go about this situation is when you talk about, the Randy Orton documentary that came out, and they talked about the career of Randy Orton. When they talked about his first title win, they talked about it in a very small stature, where they didn't mention who he beat, but he beat him. They didn't show anything about it, but they're not 100% trying to hide what happened. They're not going to act like a Chris Benoit never wrestled inside of a ring. Like, how are you ever going to put out a Royal Rumble compilation set or a Royal Rumble box set again and not have, a match that doesn't have him in there? It's just impossible. Like, let's say if he entered at number 3 and he was erased at number 17, that's one hell of a cut that you're going to have to make out of there. When they came out with the WWE Encyclopedia, everybody was guessing that Benoit wasn't going to be on there, and he was in there. I don't understand what the huge deal is that if you're putting out a Mr. WrestleMania set on Shawn Michaels, and it says that it's going to have his WrestleMania matches in there, how you can just act like this match never happened. It's the fucking main event of WrestleMania 20. It is what closed out the show, and if you want to watch the match and you want to press pause the minute they count 3 and you don't want to see Eddie and you don't want to see Benoit's family come out there and celebrate him, that's up to you. But how are you supposed to release a set and call it complete and not have something on there? You can't, collect baseball cards and be like, hey, I have the complete set of this year's Topps, but I'm missing card number 43. I can't find it, but yeah, I'm going to call it the set because I've already, tried my best to put it on there. To me, honestly, this is a slap in the face to DVD collectors. It's a slap in the face to wrestling fans. It's just, And the one thing that's funny is, like, somebody's gonna put down in the comment section, Steve, are you still gonna buy the set? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking buy the set. I don't even really want this set. I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna watch it once, it's gonna sit up on the shelf, and that's gonna be it. I mean, like, when it comes to Shawn Michaels, we already have, 4 separate DVDs. I've got all the WrestleManias. I've got all the WrestleManias that he wrestled from 1 to 21 in the box set, and then I've got copies of the other ones that came out since 15. I don't know why I'm going to buy this, but I'm going to buy this hoping that there's going to be some sort of, him talking about the matches, some sort of special thing that I haven't seen before. Hopefully you buy the Blu-ray, they'll throw something in there special. That'd be one damn thing to make people want to buy the Blu-ray when it comes to WWE. Why don't you just put the fucking thing... It should be on the DVD. Fuck that. That's a stupid idea. But WWE, honestly, in my ideas, I rarely complain about, being a DVD collector. I love doing it. I love buying the stuff. I love having the footage. I love, just collecting it and keeping them on the date. But I mean, like, if you're going to release something and you're going to call it complete... It needs to be fucking complete. Don't just act like this match never happened just because this guy killed his family. It's stupid. It's a slap in the face to us and it's a slap in the face to wrestling fans. I apologize. I hate making videos when I'm angry like this, but this is just dumb. This is just stupid. I think more than likely it's probably too late to even complain about this and have them change their minds. It's Thursday. This DVD comes out. I'm not Thursday. Fuck me. It's November. And this DVD, I think, comes out in January. So more than likely this is already all produced and put up on the shelf. But much thanks to Wrestling DVD News for getting this story out and put it up there. But this is just dumb. Honestly, if you have any feelings about this, just leave them in the comment box and we'll go from there. Peace out.